are watching Catch the Pulse with Rodney. Welcome to season number 2. I want to go back a little bit and talk about last season, what a great time we had with the local bands from Detroit and how fortunate we were to have them. But we're starting a new season, and today is the first day of the new season. And along with that, we have a band called Detroit Trouble. And they're one of the few bands left in the city of Detroit that are striving to be an all-original rock band. And from what I've seen of these guys, they are going to make it. And I can't tell you how happy I am to have them. So I want to introduce you to these guys. Number one, who are you?
I'm Kid Lightning. I'm guitar and vocals, frontman for the band.
And who are you, sir?
Wild Bill Watts. I'm the drummer, percussionist, backup vocals.
Nice. And you are the new guy on the block.
Yes,
What's
sir.
your name, sir?
I'm Alex Blackburn. I'm doing bass guitar and backing vocals.
Nice. Well, welcome to the show. I'm really happy to have you guys here.
Thanks for having us, Rodney.
You're very welcome, sir. And how old were you when you decided you wanted to get into rock and roll?
5 years old.
5 years old. You're kidding me.
I saw Stevie Ray Vaughan on my TV when I was 5 years old, and it was his retrospective concert after his passing, and his family and friends put together a benefit concert at Austin City Limits in Dallas for him, in Austin.
Okay.
And basically what happened was I just kind of saw him on my TV, being a little kid, bounced through the living room and shit, and I happened to see him play on my TV, and I stopped dead in my tracks. And I was like revelation. Like I just looked at it and was like so captivated, I guess, for whatever reason, because.
Now, had you played an instrument before you seen him?
No, sir.
No. So that was your inspiration to pick up a guitar.
That was 100%.
And let me tell you, I watched your video with that gold top. That is one beautiful guitar, man.
Oh, thanks.
My brother had 2 of them, and he also had a 58 Les Paul Jr.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, but they're long gone, man. So tell me about yourself. How old were you when you decided you wanted to be a musician?
I always say, man, I wasn't supposed to be a lawyer or a football player because my dad played drums, my grandpa played guitar, so just since the time I was a little kid, I was around musicians, people playing music, got exposed to like old rock and roll, like the Beatles and Rolling Stones from my grandpa, and then my dad liked the newer, like alternatives kind of stuff, so it's just been in my blood since as long as I could remember, man.
How old were you when you first got into a band?
I started my first band. I was in middle school, so maybe 12 years old. I don't know. We were playing the talent show and stuff at school. We were playing like Green Day covers and stuff like that. But I was always playing the bass. I like to think of myself as a guitar player, but just the bass.
So do you go back and forth? Can you play a lead guitar pretty good?
Not as good as this guy, but everybody needs a bass player.
Yes,
all right?
sir.
That's right.
This guy's smoking guitars, man. That guy just lights it up. Tell me about you, man. How old were you when you got the itch?
Well, as long as I can remember, I was really lucky to grow up with the music that I had in my household between my mother and my father.
Okay.
My father was Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Buddy High, a lot of the older blues, the Beatles, favorite band of his. And then my mom was more Motown, Heart, Madonna, Journey, Boston, ELO, Supertramp, Alan Parsons, Pink Floyd, a lot of that stuff. But she also listened to, Guns N' Roses. She liked Metallica, a lot of that stuff.
Sure.
And I didn't start playing music until I was 26.
Okay.
And that's when I was finally not poor enough to afford a yard sale drum kit.
Yeah, right.
So we all been.
I grew up in a less than prestigious area. We'll just say that I grew up in projects of Flint.
I understand.
So and ever since then, it's been it, man. Self-taught, just picked it up. Always wanted to. I used to be that annoying kid that would go in the music store.
Play all the instruments.
It was RIT Drums in Ann Arbor, right off of Main Street.
That's a plug for you.
Oh, they've closed up years ago.
Oh, okay.
And I would go in there, and he'd let me bang on there. You could hear him. Here he comes.
That's right.
But bless their hearts. Yeah, we'll get a shout out to Tom Twist,
Nice.
amazing drummer, amazing teacher, and he really kind of helped. The only 2 lessons I've ever had in my life was him.
Then you just picked it up and went from there.
That was it, man.
No kidding.
Just wanted to.
My mother used to listen to, and my mom had a beautiful voice. She used to sing Patsy Cline like nobody's business, and she passed away a number of years ago. But every time I hear Patsy Cline, I got it on my playlist on my phone.
Think about her. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man! It brings back such great memories, man. And so, tell me some interests about your guys' outside the band. What do you guys like to do when you're not producing good rock and roll?
So basically, the band is kind of centered around just that exactly.
Okay.
The 3 of us work in, blue collar lifestyle, blue collar industry, what do you want to call it?
Sure.
9 to 5, punching the clock, and
Right on.
working just like our audience does.
Hey, see,
That's why we
straight here from work.
Right.
I got
haven't
you.
even been home yet.
That's
on
Yep.
a Saturday.
That is what we're looking for in this
That's right.
right now, is hardworking guys that don't just rely on what they do in front of their audience.
That's
you
right.
guys have a backbone, and you go do your 9 to 5, and you put some amazing music together, but you're still just regular guys that just get together.
we live it.
That's
We
right.
have lived it. We are. I won't say completely different backgrounds, kind of similar in a lot of ways. We've been through a lot of struggle. Not everybody's been through struggle.
Sure.
Like you said, every time you hear Patsy Cline, you
Yeah,
think
man.
of your mom.
Yeah, man. That's
right.
Music brings emotion in people, and we want to help people. We want you to feel good about it.
Right.
I think it's important you never forget where you come from.
Of course,
That's right.
of
You know,
course.
but
I
I'll-
just met him and we clicked up. I've listened to his music. He's played at the Token Lounge and numerous bars in the Detroit area. But this guy, he really has a lot of soul, man. He's
Oh,
deep,
yeah.
and I
Oh,
really
yeah.
mean that.
Yep.
You're really a deep guy, man, and you
Thank you.
care about what you're putting on for people
Yeah.
to see.
That I do.
and it means a
and
lot.
we're honest about it.
Yes,
we're
sir.
We're not putting something out. We are not going to put something out there that we don't believe in and we don't like.
Well,
We
sure.
don't make music for other people. If you
yourself.
enjoy it, thank you so much.
Right.
We make music because we enjoy playing it.
That's
right.
what it's about.
You know,
man. That's what
like
it's
when we sit down, we write songs. We have a gift together. Like it comes together
right.
like that.
That's what I was
He'll
just
come with the riff. I'll come with the beat, and it just.
meshes.
I mean,
right.
like almost instantly, and then we
Right
iron
on.
out a couple things. Boom, we're done.
You got a song.
Yeah.
That's incredible, man.
Because it's coming out. We're not sitting there. Oh, we're gonna do 6 measures and 4 measures. Oh, we gotta put a breakdown. Oh, we're gonna put the verse solo. Yeah, I mean we do talk about the song.
Paul
and
and the
how long-
engineer.
But yeah, we don't dissect a song. We just kind of jam it out.
Okay.
And we finally go. Wait,
That sounds
hey,
pretty damn
bring that
good.
back. Hold on.
right.
Let's. I
Is
think
that
we
your
got
process?
something here.
Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
your process? Just sit down and start talking about
That's
something,
right.
and it meshes and comes
Honestly,
together.
we just sit down and start playing.
That's
right.
awesome, man.
Or sometimes he there's a lot of times, I mean, he's the main songwriter.
I understand.
Yeah, I suck at that.
Okay.
I'm good at providing the music, lyrics.
Where does your inspiration come from?
My inspiration strictly comes from a combination of the audience that we attend to, right? The blue collar worker, and what do blue collar workers listen to mainly? They, throughout the history of time, they've listened to everything from blues-based rock and roll, blues itself, a little bit of jazz, not too much, but mainly everything between rock and roll, okay? And then obviously the blues and the Detroit city in itself
Right.
is one and the same, because
It
you had
is.
in the 40s and 50s you had this influx of people that were moving from the deep south to here.
Sure.
Guys like John Lee Hooker, even guys like Otis Rush and Otis Redding and Wilson Pickett, people that wound up on big major labels and
Sure,
stuff.
sure.
Those folks wound up moving here for just strictly the auto industry.
I understand that.
And the industries that requires for it to supply.
I understand.
Because there's truck drivers and train jobs
I'm
and
a
stuff
truck
like that.
driver.
So you can relate,
yeah.
and that's it's the music that we play to, right? Or the audience that we like to play to.
I understand.
Because they relate to it the heaviest.
Sure. On the video that you sent me, which is just fantastic, the background, the city, Detroit,
Yeah.
the words and stuff, it's just phenomenal. And it's so hard to get that from any of these bands these days, and I'm not putting any other bands down because there's a lot of good bands. There really
100%.
are, but like I said, it seems like in the city of Detroit, man, there's very far and few between bands that are trying to recapture the youth of Detroit rock and roll.
Right.
And I see that in you guys. I truly see that in you guys. It's like a kicking a dead horse anymore to get somebody that plays for themselves and tries to inspire the audience all at the same time. Everybody that, I can't say everybody, but most bands are like puppets.
Right.
You know, and I hate to say that.
Or they just kind of like stand there and play their music, and that's fine. But,
Yeah,
you know, I mean, you have to entertain an audience, right? You have to be an entertainer.
And you know, nowadays, I mean, if we really wanted to, we could sit down and we could write a song that would probably be awesome and it'd get great popularity. But it's not us.
Okay.
You know.
So you're playing
You
for
can hop
yourself.
on your phone with this AI stuff they have and go, write me a blues song
And it does
about
everything
this,
for
this.
you.
That's right.
And then you can look up videos. I mean, AI will write you a
That's right.
#1 hit song.
But no
We don't need
heart.
that.
There's no heart in
There's
that.
100% no
Nope.
soul, no heart, no
heart
nothing.
whatsoever, man.
know?
And I get it. So, do you write any of your own stuff before you came into the band? Have you written any music?
Yes, sir.
And is some of that going to be on when you guys play out?
As a matter of fact, yeah, that's my strong suit, is writing songs. And the second that I joined this group, I'm like, I don't know if you're gonna like these ideas or not, but here's a couple ideas just to jump off from, man.
And that's where the magic comes
Yep.
from.
Yes, sir.
Right there, man.
We've been working on them. We've been working real hard, getting together multiple times throughout the week. Just
Well, you
trying to
guys
put some
He's been at my house like every day for 2 weeks.
See, he's enthused.
And
man.
he was official like 2 weeks ago. So,
Well-
now, how did you pick him? How did he come about?
well, our former bass player, Captain Kirk, he unfortunately hurt his hand
Okay.
right before we were going to Cali,
Okay.
and we had a doubleheader show on a Saturday, the
Okay.
weekend before we went to California. So it was kind of crucial that we, you know, because one of the two shows was a cancellation deal that we picked up,
Okay, I got you.
and we want to play at Motown Harley in Taylor.
Okay.
They needed somebody like on stat on Tuesday, accepted on Wednesday, and Thursday he hurt his hand, and I'm like,
boy.
oh my god, I need to find somebody to do this. It's like, because I'm not gonna cancel on their cancellation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta show up
Sure.
at this point. It's on our word. You know, we shook on it.
Right on, bro.
I'm a man of my word.
Yes, you are. You really are.
And basically what happened was I searched and scoured Facebook just using like keyword searches and whatnot, and I eventually came across him. And we had talked, and we said, hey, there's a chance we need you for both shows that day.
Okay.
We played a Motorcycle Clubhouse, you know, later that night, but most importantly was to have somebody for the cancellation
I
show.
understand.
And he came in with 2 days and no rehearsal other than just coming in the garage with me and running over some simple songs and
No
whatnot.
kidding, man. You just picked it up like that.
Just
And
having
I
some
mean,
basic knowledge
and,
of,
and learn the originals,
Right.
you know, not just.
right.
Wow, that
Because
shows some
we do
skills.
play some covers, but we don't really
Correct.
play them. We play them our way,
I understand.
you know.
Right. Everything
But-
we touch, we play our
And I,
way.
and I
Right
tell
on.
you what, there's the first night I met him, and we're diving right into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what, he just got right in there. I mean, by the end of the night, his fingers were completely blistered.
Yeah.
Right on.
This guy played his.
He didn't
Played his
complain
butt off.
once.
See, that's
It
a
just kept
dedicated
going,
guy right
you know,
there,
and I
man.
was
Oh,
like-
yeah. We're like,
All
switch to a
right,
pick.
He's like-
Play with a dang old pick, man.
Wow.
So yeah, no,
That's
he
a lot
was,
of dedication, man. See, that's what Detroit needs is somebody that's really
Bleeding for it.
hungry. And you guys are hungry, man.
Somebody that wants to bleed for it, and
Yeah,
we
man.
right here in this company per se, you know, we don't want anybody that doesn't want to bleed for it. You
And
know,
I
and,
get it, man.
But yeah, he.
but we appreciate everybody that's come before too.
I
you know,
get that. I was just gonna say, like, a band that I'm actually doing an interview with in a couple weeks. The rhythm guitarist from a band back in my day, Scarlet.
Yeah, yeah.
They used to do like 3 cover songs, and they put their flair on it. And holy mackerel, like the CCR Green River,
Yeah.
just incredible. And the song was incredible from go one, but when Sonny and the band did their flair on it, it just took it to a whole new level. And I've expected the same out of you guys. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about this CD, and where did you guys record it, and what's your favorite song?
So where we recorded it is at a private location. It's all self-produced, right?
Okay, you guys produced this.
Yes, it's all 100% self-sufficient.
Check it out, guys.
Yep. And there's more to come too. We're gonna have another CD coming out pretty soon.
Okay.
It's like a for the street type CD. We sell them out the trunk exclusively.
Sure.
We pull up in front of liquor stores, gas stations, mechanic shops, outside of factories.
Get your brand out there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an old school way because it's people still have CD players in their cars, and it's another way for them to connect with us on a different level. I mean, and soon to come is vinyl as well. So
that's all. Oh, you are going to do vinyl?
Yes, sir. Eventually.
No kidding, man.
It's to come.
I understand.
But, yes.
So I want to play a song. I want you to introduce a song and tell us it's one of your songs that you did down in Detroit, so the audience can actually hear your video.
That's a song called "Hot in the D's."
Welcome back to the show, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So let's talk to the band about it. Where did you guys get the inspiration for the song?
So the inspiration for Hot and D comes from the ideology that, for one, me as a leader of this band and leader of something in life, that I can come up with something that relates to people who are around me, right?
Gotcha.
So that would be me as a diesel mechanic, diesel technician, a blue collar worker, a tradesman, whatever you want to call it. And it relates to getting your paycheck on Friday, and rushing back home so you can go downtown and meet a friend or a girl, whatever you're trying to do for Friday night. And you're in that rush mode, like that excitement, right? Of, hey,
getting
man,
off work.
Ain't nobody in this world is more moved than somebody who worked and earned something, and now you paid them for it. They are within the best mood possible, right? And what I wanted to do with the song was every morning on my drive to work, I was riding by the Uniroyal tire on 94,
Right on.
where I worked at the time, and I kept riding by it every day, and I had that riff for years. And me and the guys in the last generation of band, we had a little number with it or whatever. But I decided to change it up. I mean, we didn't copyright it or record it, none of that. So I'm like, I'm gonna do what I want with it.
Right on.
It's my business, right? So,
it is your business, man.
and that's just the way I am. It's that way. So what I decided to do was change the direction of the song and change the tuning, bend some things, and I put it into perspective so that everybody can understand it.
Dude, it's
because
crystal clear.
right off the rip, the lyrics are rolling like Seeger on my two-wheeler.
Yeah, man.
So that's the opening line. And if you don't understand that, and then you don't ride motorcycles.
Right on.
Because that's right out of "Roll Me Away" by Bob Seger. It's a Bob Seger reference.
Yep.
I'm like Seeger on my two-wheeler, right?
I gotcha.
And
well, we have that in common. You ride a Harley, and I
correct.
ride a Harley, man.
And so does our drummer here.
What do you ride?
I got a 2012 Road Glide.
And what do you ride?
I got a 2021 Road King, which you can see in the video for Hot in the Dude.
Yeah, it's great.
In front of the train station.
That is your bike.
Yes, sir.
All right. And you ride.
I got a 10-speed.
All right.
Hell yeah!
All right.
We pushed him in a grocery cart. We stole from Kroger here.
I just bought my grandson an e-bike. Maybe we'll have to get one for you, man.
Right.
We got to toughen you up a little bit.
How much money in amazing baseball cards you think you got thrown away?
Oh my God!
From kids
Just
growing up, popping them in the spokes.
You know,
right.
those cards are worth so much money now. And just like old cars, man. I had a '69 Charger with a 440 in it with a Hurst pistol grip.
Hell yeah.
Orange. I got it right out of high school, and it leaked oil, burned oil, but that thing was the funnest car I ever had, and I've had a lot of them, man. But so let's talk a little bit about the CD. I know we glazed over it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song on here? Which one do you guys like to play the most?
Me personally, honestly, I like Time Machine.
Okay.
And Time Machine's, it's a song about specifically how people want to live in the past and go back in time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel more often than not, everybody feels like, or they walk through life not knowing or understanding or having the understanding that your past does not dictate your future. Because everybody in the world,
has a past.
they will not only they have a past, everybody has a past, right? But everybody wakes up with the same 24-hour period.
Mm-hmm.
What you choose to do with that 24-hour period is all on you.
You're right on. Right
so,
on.
And that's kind of what that song's about.
Because
like in the first bit of the lyrics, it says, welcome to the city.
Well, and again, like the Detroit City, we are on a mission, and I'm really happy that you guys are the first band and interviewee of my new show. It means a lot to me.
Absolutely.
Because I don't see a lot or enough of bands putting in the work like you guys are doing. And I hope and pray that you guys get something out of it and don't just go away, because we need bands like you to revive the city of Detroit.
Well, let me reassure you, it's a matter of when, not if.
Right on, brother. I got you, man. I got you. You guys are going to make it. I really
100%.
feel strong about that. And I know you guys do a lot of traveling, and Tell us about this last excursion you guys just did. It sounds very, very fun.
California, you talking about?
Yeah, man,
Sunset Strip, Whiskey Go-Go.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, trouble touched the strip, that's for sure.
Yeah. Any extracurricular activities you care to share, or just?
Well, I mean, we gotta keep it PG for the lube tube out there.
One place we did go, and we all wanted to go, is the Rainbow Bar and Grill.
Oh yeah.
If anybody who knows anything about music knows about the Rainbow Bar and Grill. Was one of Lemmy's main hangouts. Ozzy's been there. Eric and Motley Crue. I mean, you walk in the place and it looks like a museum.
That's right.
Awesome,
I mean, every part of every wall is nothing but photos, guitars,
the red light,
cymbals. You know,
right.
It's like I said, it's just a mecca of rock and roll.
The red light is so intense there. I was like, all right, so where are we curing the negatives at?
Right.
The old school negative photos, like the negative room. Yeah.
But it was really cool.
That's not what was going on there, though.
What about that scene compared to the Detroit rock scene? What's the difference in which do you favor the most?
I mean, hometown, of course, without a doubt. But
well, I mean,
the difference lies in obviously the activeness.
Okay.
And that's why we're here.
Right.
Okay. That's strictly why we're here, because we see a purpose and we attack with purpose, right? And the music is there to relate to the people so that we can have something to come together on.
Okay.
Because it doesn't matter what your political stance is, it doesn't matter what you think about us, because we don't care.
I get that.
We don't give a shit what you think about us.
You're not changing your persona just to
I ain't
please
changing
people.
nobody, dude.
Right on.
No, near these two homies here with me.
Right on.
You know, and
That's how come you guys get along so
That's
good,
right.
'cause you're
And
from-
it's okay. Hey, if you don't care what we're doing, like that's totally fine with us.
That's
You know,
right.
not every music is for everybody. You know,
Right.
You don't
there's
have to
bands
like us.
I don't
Right.
really.
But there's a million people out there that do.
Right
you
on,
know?
brother.
Yeah.
Amen to
So-
that.
And a million more to
You
come.
are not changing you
Nope.
to
No.
satisfy somebody else.
No.
Yeah,
You are
it's
playing
it's not really like an
Because
FU,
we're
it's
not
just-
looking for a deal.
cool.
We're not looking for the label. We're not looking for the
We're
record deal.
We're doing it because we love it.
We're doing it because we love it. We got friends that love it. We know there's something to be had there.
Right
Okay.
on.
And what we're looking for from that point on is we're just looking to expand that
Right.
strictly. And
If the fame comes with it, you'll
oh, it's gone.
Yeah, we'll figure that out when we get there.
What would you do if you had a whole pile of money? What would you do with it?
Well, listen, I would first donate half of that to veterans foundations
God bless you.
and Down Brother funds and stuff like that.
Right
And
on,
people that I know from my past that I would take care of.
Right on.
And things of that nature. But strictly, what we would do with that is, invest it in ourselves. Okay, I mean, we're gonna be putting out music that you can chew on.
Good God, that's wonderful.
You chew into
Do
like a great steak.
collaborations with
Right.
artists that we love,
Right.
artists that we respect.
Have you
and-
guys played with anybody like on the stadium level that you would care to talk about?
I wish. I mean, other than like concert venue level, or like 2,000-3,000 people.
That's wonderful.
Like Yngwie Malmsteen, Tantric, Sponge.
Wow, those are some heavy hitters.
Yeah, I mean, we play with people all over the place, but it's.
Who is your favorite band to play with?
Goodness, that's a tough one. It's actually coming up in a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Can you talk about it?
Yeah. Well, it's at the Token Lounge in Westland.
My
coming
favorite
up.
place.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, November 6th.
Thursday,
we'll be
November
up there opening up for the absolutely wonderful, talented Lance Lopez.
Drum roll.
Okay,
And
right on.
we are
man.
really excited. Love his music. Just super super awesome guy too.
Okay, good.
Just really.
What
down to
about
earth.
you, young man?
Look, this is a great opportunity coming up with the Lance Lopez. I mean, his kind of music is perfect for what we're doing here, man. It's that old school Texas Southern rock,
Okay.
Meeting it with that Detroit rock. And I'll tell you what, let me add in there. When I talked about earlier with, all them people migrating from the South to Detroit for the auto worker jobs and whatnot in the 40s, 50s, and 60s and further on, Detroit music has this Southern rock sort of thing, okay? And it has a certain flavor to it and a certain caliber to it that is of Southern relation. Because without it, the German immigrants, the Polish immigrants, the Irish, the Jewish, whatever immigrants that were here at the time that met with their homeland music, that met with that, is why you have Motown. Okay.
Other than Stevie Ray Vaughan,
Yeah.
who did you like listening to as a child, and who do you listen to now as an adult rock and roll?
I mean, my dad was Last of the Great.
Backstreet Boys is definitely
100%.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Backstreet's back, all right.
Right.
They're happy.
No, for me it was my father was he was a mechanic as well. I'm a 3rd-generation mechanic.
Okay.
His taste was in his dress code was more so like Last of the Greasers, American Graffiti type.
Right on.
So it was always, Four Tops, the Commodores, the Beach Boys.
Okay.
I mean, it was all kinds of
So
array
when
of
you're
stuff.
driving down the road, what do you listen to on the radio station?
I mean, I constantly listen to like blues, hard rock, gangster rap. I listen to all kinds of stuff.
You like
country.
rap? You like rap?
I do.
Good.
I'm from
That's-
Detroit. I mean,
Me and him, I mean,
Yeah.
well, you could almost put any song on and we're gonna know it.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
we both listen to so many.
What about you?
I got a little bit newer taste.
Yeah.
My dad liked the '90s scene with heavy metal, like your Pantera,
That's me, man.
Metallica.
See,
I love Tempora.
so-
Yeah.
Tempora? With or without the string?
right.
Preferably post 1990s Pantera.
Right.
A lot of bands that were like, per se, strictly rock and roll, it's more commercial now. Like, and I personally have met Steven Tyler and hung out with him, and I can't.
That's
really,
cool.
It was an amazing thing that I could never talk about, because it was back in the days when things were a lot different.
Yeah.
And I wasn't the person I am today. I did a lot of stuff that I'm not proud of. Anyhow, we hung out for a night, man, after he played at Pine Knob, and it was just incredible. And the music that he played then, compared to like some of his later stuff, is more set for like a broader audience that's more open-minded
Right.
to like electronic stuff and
Right.
things that aren't like what you play with that guitar you have here. That's sweat and tears, man. And you don't see that anymore. You
Right.
just don't see that finger bleeding, ring banging on the back of the guitar,
Yeah.
belt buckle scrapes on the back of the guitars like you have.
Yeah.
But, I guess you have to be open-minded. Like you said, you have to be
Right.
open-minded to change. But I don't want to lose what's in Detroit, and it seems like it's going away.
Well, we want to do nothing but continue, or be a continuum type of plane for Seduce, Ted Nugent, Kid Rock, Bob Seger, and we want to be that to people, right?
Yes.
And the only way we're going to be able to do that is to relate to them on their level, right? And we live in that level,
Yes, we
right?
do.
But we are trying to be of that caliber, and we will be.
I know you will.
Well, 100% kind of, all three of us are.
And I admire your strength and your commitment, because there's not a lot of that anymore.
And this is actually the 10th year in
DT?
that we've done.
No kidding.
I started this band in October of 2015.
Wow.
And here we are, October
you-
2025, baby.
Yeah, man. But your time's coming. I really firmly believe that. You guys got a good...
I feel like, in the last, almost 2 years I've been with this project. I mean, it's nowhere near 100, but it's gone 0 to pretty far,
Right
pretty
on.
quick.
Yeah.
And we could do more.
Sure.
We really could. If we really, really wanted to get out there more, we could. But some balance is important.
Sure, you got to keep
know.
your life...
Correct.
Right, because we all got our whole life. Hey, we're still working day jobs. I've got
sir.
kids to raise.
Right.
Things like that.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
If it was easy, everybody would do it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
man. I tell you, from when I was 40 till I am now, life has just gone by so fast, and you can tell in your appearance, like how you age, if you don't stay true and stay young. I gave up on trying to do a lot of things for a long time. I just said, you know what, this is what I'm going to be. And then I just woke up and said, you cannot just want just this.
I grew up in a really rough area, and it wasn't easy to get out of it. So I
get it.
kind of ended up with some people I probably shouldn't have been hanging out with. I mean, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah,
and, we were out doing hoodlum stuff. And, well.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually, you're going to get caught.
That's right.
Or somebody else gets caught and
drops down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have. I'm not perfect. I've done some time, and I did enough of it to where I realized I didn't want to do anymore.
Isn't that a great feeling?
And I mean, it wasn't like that. It took me a long time to get out of some bad habits.
Yes, sir.
Whether it was drugs, heavy drinking, associating myself in certain areas with certain people. You can't just move somewhere. People think like, oh, I have a problem, I'll just move somewhere else. If you don't change some of how you do your daily habits, your routines, your mindset, you're just going to find those same people in a different city.
I can't agree with you more. I moved from where I was to a family friend out on a lake to try to get my life straight. I was out there for a month, and I was looking for the people to hang with and do stupid stuff with. So you can't just say I'm moving and I'm going to be normal, because
they're saying birds of a feather.
Yes,
flock together, man.
Yes, sir.
And don't get me wrong. Sometimes a change of scenery will help. Removing yourself from a situation is not a bad thing, but you can't expect that to just, oh well, I'm in a different state.
Different zip code. I'm okay now.
No, it don't work.
No,
it don't change.
You got to a point to where you knew it was a problem. Every addict I know they have a problem.
Yes.
They just don't know. I don't know what to do.
Misery
How do I
loves
stop
company.
it? How do I stop it? I can't live without it. I need this. What am I going to do without it? And you really have to, I think, have that moment of desperation, and you just let it go. You have to let it go. Whether it's to God, a religion, another person, a program, whatever it is, you have to just go, I can't do this myself.
I can't do this myself.
I need help. But you have to want to change.
You have to, and my favorite saying...
And you have to be willing to do whatever it takes to change.
You do. Misery loves company. I'll give you an example, man. You could be at a dope house or a bar, and the person that you're there with is your support, because you know it's wrong, but if somebody else is doing what you're doing, it makes it okay. Yeah. And that's the farthest from the truth.
That's right.
Misery absolutely loves company.
100%.
Man, What about you? What kind of trouble stories do you have as a young guy?
Look, I tend to be I might be the youngest, but I keep these guys in line. All right.
Right, there you go.
No, I mean, I
no horror stories?
No, thank God. I got to make my mom proud. All right. When I was 16 years old, I lost my dad to addiction. He overdosed, and I've just wanted my whole life to do nothing. But I mean, he was my hero. He taught me everything I know about music, so I just want to make him and my mom proud. I just want to do good by them and play some awesome music along the way.
Bless your
That's
heart,
all.
brother. I really great. Thank you. And the big guy in the middle, you want to tell us anything, or you just want to just...
Well, I mean, the iteration of this band name itself kind of comes from, living that excessive lifestyle that some people wish they could, I've been very, very, very fortunate, let me tell you. But even in the limelight of my partying phase, and I mean, everybody's partying definition is different, right?
Sure.
It's whatever you're into and that kind of thing. But I've always felt that with moderation comes success, right? Knowing that hey, there's a time and place for stuff.
Yeah. There's
been points in my life, absolutely, and people that know me personally that be like, nah, that guy's crazy. But
get that from me.
and I've since in the last probably like 4 to 5 years of my life, I've really turned some things around per se.
For you. Yeah.
And I'm very thankful for that, because I found what makes me tick, and I've found that through daily affirmation and talking to the universe and what it is I believe in.
Right on, bro.
That anything is achievable.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is.
Because I've been in the back of enough cop cars, and I've you know, done a little bit of time.
Just bad situations.
In bad situations.
It doesn't necessarily
you know?
have to be authority figures.
Correct.
Right.
You can end up in a real bad situation. Actually, sometimes that's way easier to deal with than
go to jail.
Yeah.
That's why you get me the hell out of here.
'Cause, I mean, I've lived in Detroit. You know, 'cause you got all these people around here that they're like, oh, you know, I'm from Detroit. Like, they're from Troy.
Or
you know?
Westland. Or Westland.
Or,
Right?
yeah, Westland Garden City or something, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, I created the band name one night getting lost in Detroit.
Is that how you came up
leaving
with
Garden
it?
City?
Okay. So that's how you came
10
up
to 12 years ago, and you know, at a wild party one night, and I was in a car with my first drummer.
Okay.
We're cruising somewhere in Detroit at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and we're like, you know, if we don't figure our way home soon, then we're gonna be in trouble, because we had no phone charger, phones are dead. And we're just kind of like, you know, aimlessly driving and taking turns driving through the city. And I'm like, there's no point to this. You might as well just pull over somewhere. And
That's what we used to do for fun.
Right.
We used to get chases in Detroit.
Yeah.
We would
I'm like-
leave Livonia. We got shot at. The car was riddled with bullets when we were 16 years old.
Oh, hell yeah. That's
We
a good
got
story.
chased in the snow storm. Ran over 2 gas pumps, and we got away with our lives. And when we
Right.
got home, there was a bullet hole right behind in the back window in the window
The backrest?
seal. No, the aluminum that goes around the window.
Oh, okay.
And if it would have been another half inch up, it would have came in and killed. We had 6 people in the car. There was 2 right underneath the rear view mirror on the door, and we used to call that car the Cosmic Cruiser, man. And we're out. Thank you so much for watching Catch the Pulse with Rodney and the band Detroit Trouble, and stay tuned for upcoming shows.